So, hi everyone, very good morning to one and all, and we are so happy to be able to connect to you every day morning at 10 a.m. in the DAMS Transform sessions. I'm Dr. Sumesh, she's Dr. Deepthi, and today we are with the agenda. The agenda is that we will try our best to answer your queries. And I would want you to put them in the chat box in the DAMS-eMedicoz app as well as on your YouTube. We will be looking at your queries and we'll answer them one by one. And our goal is to make sure that in the last month or so with our daily transform series, we have given you strategies, the tiny bits that you need to adjust to get to the top scores. But I know still there is a role for individualization. If there is a role to find what you need to know. So good morning to all of you, Yashvi, Adrin, Himanshu, Padmani, Arzu, and Reshma, Pratiksha, everyone.
So hi everyone, a very good morning to all of you. And as Dr. Sumesh said, today we are having the AMA session. So yes, you can ask us anything for your strategies, what your concerns are. And till the time that you start asking your doubts, I would ask you something. Right? So is everyone ready? So I want to know how was the INI CBT for everyone? Did you appear for the CBT? Yes, and how was the experience? Because as we get closer to the exam, we need to train our mind for the exam in the pattern so that the exam related anxiety is taken care of.
So let's take the first question. Yashvi has asked a question, sir, how to strengthen biochem pharma pathology. I'm sure Yashvi, you're meaning biochem pharma because they're more volatile in
Yes.
nature. I'll tell you the trick. Use 3 things from your DAMS app to make sure that at least the high yield of these subjects is under control. Number 1 is DVT. I'm sure you're already doing it. 4 times revision target DVT. 2 or 3 times target revise live rapid revision notes for these subjects. And if you're still weak at and patho and pharma are big subjects, use the Cortex AI golden points that are there in your back to basics for all your weak topics to get the extra edge. That will help you to do it. And I see one more question, and I thought, let me answer a question by Sheila Robert. She has asked a question, sir, is there a fixed number of questions that I have to attend no matter what? देखो बेटा, it is like the toppers who are there in your any set paper are attempting 190 plus. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि वो जानबूझ के ऐसा कर रहे हैं, ऐसा ही वहां तक पहुंच रहे हैं. So the rule of the thumb is if there is a question in which any of the 4 choices you have no idea about, you leave it. No matter what, वो गलत होगा ही होगा. Otherwise, it's better to be slightly on the more aggressive place.
Yes, and then I'll take up a query from the EdTech app. There is a live chat going on there as well. So Nikita is asking that, she's studying from home, and sometimes what happens is that things and, talks about the home stuff are sort of distracting her, how to prevent it. So Nikita, what I would tell is if there is a possibility, maybe you can dedicate a room for your studies. And, especially if it's not at the same floor as your daily living, if you can, for example, go to a floor higher in isolation
or reading room, it's a very good idea to go to a nearby reading room and make a rhythm there. I used to do it at my own time, that we go to a library, sit there and come back to home only for home. So you study only in the reading room, not at the home. That always helps. And I see one bacha saying, sir, INI, CT, CBT, real life question and confusing this. We try our best to make the paper just like the real exam.
Right, because the idea is that we should not be getting biased. So our idea is let's take the questions directly from the faculty who have been teaching for so many years, who've been seeing the trends, so that they can give you what they think has highest probability. And that's how, number of correct in CBT is usually is a good marker of what your real number of correct questions is, right? And we still have time, so each one of us can buck up.
And Himanshu has asked a question, so last week revision strategy, DVT. DVT is the most important, and at least appear for 2 grand tests in the final week. So last week you should be giving a GT every 3 days.
Okay, I see a query on the app now, and I think it's a very common query. Anshul is saying, ma'am, my number of correct and number of wrong questions is same in the GT. So it's like a lot of wrong questions. What do we do? Now, if your number of right and wrong questions is nearly the same, which means, beta ji, probably your content is not up to the mark. You need to work on the content, right? And a lot of times these are not silly mistakes. There are certain deficiencies in the content which you need to fill up. And as Dr. Sumay mentioned, identify, first the subjects which you feel are having a good number of wrongs. Focus on LRR and DVT, together. First to LRR and then DVT, and try and improve the depth of your content. Because इन्हीं set में, yes, आपने options हमारे DAMS के CBT में देखा होगा. The questions are not something which are out of the blue. But yes, the options ensure that you need to know your content and you need to apply the content as well, apart from your, yes, memory and recall.
Okay, Padmani has asked a question, sir. I am getting around 135 correct. And what extra should I do in the last 20 days for any set paper? Beta, Mission INICT आप miss कर रहे हो. Mission INICT is specifically designed revision course which can be done in a matter of 5 to 7 days, but will be the game changer in predicting the real questions in your INICET paper because it is based only on the exam. So go to the short course. Mission INICET is your must to add.
Right. So I'll just add on to this. Anybody who is genuinely preparing for INICT, and I've got a lot of feedback from toppers also yesterday that, please remember these 3 very essential resources. PYQ ka baap. It will be a game changer for INICET. It is currently going on. Second, Mission INICT, right? Again, this is one resource which gives you the right depth about the right content. And third, yes, go through the predictor series. Usually our predictor series has a good hit rate. So it's currently again going live, and predictor tests are free for everyone on the app and daily quiz section, and the discussions are held in the YouTube channel of DAMS, right?
And I'll quickly take some queries. Sanvi has asked, sir, is it okay to use SWTs for retrograde revision? Perfect. That is why they are made for there. If you look at the SWTs on your online test series, I have already written on the bracket, use for revision. So, I always try my best to answer your queries before you ask them.
Okay, Divya says, ma'am, can you post a sample schedule? So Divya, I think you've missed out the recent transform session that I did on 17th of April. And anybody, if they missed it, it's still available on YouTube. It's called as the core strategy for final 2 months, where I have very clearly described what is to be done, how it is to be done, in how many days it is to be done, what resources to be used now, what should be you using close to the exam. I've even talked about GT frequencies. I've even talked about priority of subjects. So please go to the transform session of 17th April. It's on YouTube as well. It's called as the core strategy for final 2 months. Okay.
And एक बच्चे ने पूछा है कि sir, I don't know, madam and sir, I don't know what is the perfect method to revise. Perfect method to revise is a combination. Combination means I need to be giving some tests like grand test, mock test, CBT. मतलब कुछ तो एग्जाम देने पड़ेंगे रिवीजन के अंदर. I need to revise the most high yield resources which would be your LRR and DVT, and I need to go back to the weak areas from my main notes or from my Cortex AI notes on the DAMS-eMedicoz app. They will be the game changer for you. एक बच्चा कह रहा है सर राजस्थान का एमओ का एग्जाम है, डीवीटी एनफ होगा. Beta, most of the time we try our best in DVT to be enough for any exam that you're giving. It is created by 30 teachers, 7 days of revision. It is with a workbook. It is something which is going to give you a big strike rate. जरूर चैनल पे वापस आके बताना है कि फायदा हुआ कि नहीं हुआ, करना है.
Okay, I have a query on the app again. Ma'am and sir, I'm not able to revise faster, taking a lot of time. So I have talked about it that if you're someone who's not able to reduce time in your revisions, then use what the faculty is giving you. So live rapid revision that we have done, and I assure you that it is going to be very, very high yielding and very productive, is a concise notes of the faculty themselves done by themselves. Right, so that will ensure that you don't miss out on the core things, but at the same time, you're able to revise the subject at a faster pace. So anyone who cannot cut down time on their own, please use live rapid revision.
And for those of you who missed out on the INICET CBT that we recently conducted, I just want to remind you there are 2 more CBTs left for NEET PG in the month of May, for which you can register on the eMedicoz app. Directly at the bottom, you will see a button called as CBT Register. So what we've done now is that everything about DAMS, you can go through the app and do it. So it's very easy to register for it. Don't miss out on it, because after the last date, we are unable to take any more students. Every time after the last date, we get many requests, but we are unable to do that because it is a mammoth task to organize such an exam all over India.
Okay, Sakshi is saying that she's not able to complete targets for the day. So, like I told in my core session, that you should be doing one major subject and one minor subject. It's absolutely okay if you're not able to finish the subject. Sakshi, it's very important that पूरे subject में you identify the topics that you're going to cover, because me and Sumer did talk about this, that your targets should be very well defined, bache. So, for example, if you're for 2 hours you're studying medicine, it shouldn't be that I'm studying medicine. It should be exactly what am I going to study in medicine. If it is CVS, what all am I going to cover in cardiovascular system? So try and make more well-defined targets, and you will see that you'll be able to achieve your targets in a better way.
And I see one bacha saying, sir, LRR ki books karwayengi. Our target is today. Today, we will be, once we reach to the team and we look at the options, we will be making sure that LRR notes printed are available for purchase. And also, we are trying to bring out a filled up version of DVD also, because we are getting a lot of demand for students for the final 2 months.
Okay, so I have a query from Reshma on the app. I'm making too many silly mistakes, ma'am, in the exam. I do try to keep my presence of mind, but it's getting drained out. So for Reshma, maybe there are two problems with you, beta. Number one could be a recall or a memory issue. So that is why we need to focus multiple revisions and rapid revisions, Reshma. And therefore, DBT should be your go-to resource, because you'll cover everything. You'll be able to cover it 3 or 4 times, even if you start now, right? Second, I would say you should give more tests, which are in the form of mock tests, grand tests, right? CBTs, because you need to train your mind to stay focused. So maybe training helps, and you ensure your time management that way.
Ritesh Ni, sir, I'm revising my subjects with PYQs. Is it a correct way? I think you should be doing more than that, Ritesh. अगर आप बेटा देखो, अगर आप सपोज एक साल में नीट पीजी में, रितेश, एंड आई वांट एवरीबॉडी टू अंडरस्टैंड, 200 क्वेश्चन आते हैं. Suppose you revise three year papers, you are revising only 600 questions, which is very less for 19 subjects. It is important to be adding grand test. You should be giving at least 1 GT every week now, and target 8 से 10 grand test तो करो, जिसमें कुछ mixed question तो आए. So I would strongly recommend add your DAMS-GT into this. Do PYQs, there is no doubt on it, but only PYQs will be less.
Okay, Nupur is saying that her concentration span is less. Okay, and she gets distracted quite easily, and therefore she's not able to meet the target. So I think Dr. Sumer always talks about the Pomodoro technique, right? So try that. Apart from that, always, identify your limit. Suppose your limit is that you can only study for 2 hours at a stretch. Next time, try and extend it to 2.5. और 2 घंटे anti-grade notes पढ़ने के बाद, the extra half an hour that I'm asking you to push, उसमें you cover up your tests, right? Maybe a mini test like a transformed NX test, or maybe a class test. But try and stretch your limits a little. That will help you in giving you the change that you need. So maybe you're able to concentrate for a little longer period of time.
Okay, I'll take quickly a few queries. Yeah, sure, sir. I have wasted 3-4 years earlier. Now I want to get a good rank in 55 days. LRR, DBT, grand test, previous year questions. इसके अलावा कुछ भी नहीं करना बेटा, ठीक है? LRR theory, DBT revision, then GT will be your exam practice, previous year questions, to make sure that you know the pattern of NEET PG. That is very important. एक बच्चे क्वेश्चन है कि सर, I am attending PYQs का बाप live, is it enough? Yes, definitely it is enough. उसके बाद
in fact, I got a lot of replies after the CBT that, ma'am, PYQ ka baap was really a game changer, because when you're doing it with us, it's just not about answers. It is about, especially this time, they also kept a special slide where they have predicted what is likely to come from that topic. So, use the method that is given by the faculty to help you invest your time in most probable, most high yielding topics.
AK INI CD ka mock, is it similar to the final INI? Yes, that is why we call it INI mock. And you must have experienced when you were appearing for the CBT INI that we conducted in the computer centers. It actually feels like the real exam. Okay, now a question to lamba hai. Sir, how to approach a question which seems solvable at the first go but take a lot of time? Should I leave it or spend extra time solve it? Gradually, better, you will have to make your own mechanisms. But usually, if a question is solvable, it should be done then and there only. Because if it is solvable but you delay it, you will leave a lot of questions for the end. And nowadays, papers are happening in time-bound blocks. It will be tough to come back later on.
Okay, there are two queries that I see. Somebody was asking about the INI mocks on the app. So, INI mocks, currently, I think 10 mocks are available. And you will see that each one will come with a different difficulty level because, our purpose is to train you equally. So, yes, some of them might be a little on the easier side, some of them may be on the moderate to tougher side, and someone may only be on the moderate side. So, you practice more and you get an idea of where you can identify your mistakes because it's all about identifying your mistakes, analysis, and working on them.
Okay, I'll take quick queries. Beta PYQ ka baap is last 3 years any set with teachers discussing it and telling you what else can be asked.
Yeah.
Okay. एक बच्चे ने पूछा सर anatomy का dissection video should I do it for NEET PG? We made it specifically for INI-SET.
Yeah, and we have families feedback.
INI-SET they love cadaveric images and we have cracked the code. So if you have not attended it, it is a mistake. Please do it, but mainly before INI-SET.
Okay, Ananya and the app is asking, ma'am, we have INI TND videos. Is it okay if I see only the ones that I have done wrong and then use the test as a test module? Absolutely, yes. The more you practice, the better you get. So, INI-SET TNDs always give you, a good discussion as well. So, especially for your wrong questions, bache, you should go through the video solutions. It will really help you. And since so many of you are asking, I hope you know, from 24th of April, we will be conducting a free INI mock on the app for everyone. That should give you another practice. And we will help you build up your confidence as well. So from 24th, it will be live. I'll be sharing the poster soon, but yes, you can give another mock for anyone who wants to practice and see what they don't know or where they can improve. Yes, and it would be helpful.
And also, let me take very fast few queries. Sayed has said, sir, I've done my FMG. I'm going to start my internship. Congratulations. And Sayed, my advice to you is, FMG exam is conducted by the same board as NEET PG. आधा काम हो चुका है, अभी पढ़ाई मत छोड़ना. Only my advice is continue studying. Make sure that you convert what you have learned now into the next level. Difference between FMG and NEET PG is FMG is a pass-fail paper, NEET PG is a competitive exam. So we have to go a little deeper into the concepts.
Okay, so the INI mocks don't come with video solutions. Some of them have, but others don't have videos. So whatever doubts you have, you feel free to ask the faculty, but there are explanations for everyone. But still, you can put your doubts in the DAMS Telegram channel. The faculty is quite active, and we'll see that your doubts are answered as well.
Okay, very fast. We'll take some queries now. Sir, is it? I have not finished LRR. How to plan it in the further days? Samya, I think we might have a solution for you. We are, today we are, last 2-3 days we have been working with the team to create a printout bundle for LLR notes. So most probably by evening we should get an update and thumbs up by the team. If we get it, we will be announcing it so that anybody who could not attend the lectures but you want to do LLR, we'll give you the printout notes so that you can purchase them and do it very fast.
Okay, Sayali on the app is asking about the SWTs and she's saying, can I use it and then go back to the theory? Yes, you can absolutely use the SWTs for retrograde revision. Right, the entire concept is that SWTs are based on last 7 and sometimes even 10 years of PYQs to give you a wider coverage. So yes, whatever subject you want to revise, you can start with SWT, identify your mistakes, and first revise those topics from your theory so that your marks don't plateau because we need to rise.
Okay, एक बच्चा कह रहा है सर रिवीजन में वीडियो ज्यादा करूं कि नोट्स ज्यादा करूं? यूजुअली नोट्स ज्यादा फास्ट हो पाते हैं, but it is able you are able to read.
अगर आप एक बार देख चुके हो वीडियोस.
Video would take time, but you are able to revise faster with notes. That's why we always insist on notes. Okay, and let's see.
Okay, somebody is asking what should be the ideal GT score at this stage for INI-CT. See, what I would say is that everyone should try and target 150 plus. Okay. Don't worry about what others are doing, but consistently you have to try that. Whatever your level is, you try and reach the 150 mark, and those who are at 150 should try and cross it. That will help you not just in INI-SET, but also for NEET PG. The idea is to identify and do a good analysis, make a wrong diary, and revise those topics from your notes.
And also, I see a lot of queries about doubts. And sir, I have a lot of doubts in my subjects. How do I solve it? So I would strongly recommend that if you are a future aspirant, there are 2 courses on the DAMS app which are live courses. One is your ultimate live course. and second is your NEET PG TND, which is a live course. These two courses, when the teacher is teaching, you get a lot of window to ask your doubts. Ultimate live course is my favorite course on the app is Ultimate Live Course, because every day 5 p.m. a teacher is coming live teaching, taking a break, then teaching. You have ample amount of time to interact, ask doubts, and that is the, if you are a kind of student who has doubt solving in his mind that this should be my game, you should consider these two courses for future. And एक बच्चा पूछ रहा है सर should I stop reading main notes? It is like एब्सोल्यूट मत करना। अगर तेरे को लगता है तेरा कोई सब्जेक्ट वीक है, कोई मेन नोट्स अच्छे से हुए हैं, वहां से उसको मिक्स करना है तो कर ले।
Because simple बात है, if you can do your main notes at a faster pace now, then you can do it. But most of the students are not able to do multiple revisions of main notes, and that is why we have concised our own main notes for you in the form of LRR, right? Okay. Nupur is asking on the app that, ma'am, you've asked us to solve 100 MCQs, CT, SWT, PYQ का बाप कैसे manage करना है? So see, I said the total number should be 100, right? It is okay if you can divide them and do it like 50 at one time and 50 another. And I also said that you can use different modes of tests. For example, I said you could use transform 10x, that gives you 20, predictor series, that again gives you 20 MCQs, and similarly you could solve another 30 from your PYQ sections, right? So that you're able to attend the PYQ kabab if you want to do the questions beforehand. Otherwise, we'll be doing it with you, right, in the live class itself.
Okay.
So, or you could cover up the 50 MCQs from the class test. So either which ways. So when I say give it, I don't mean you're going to sit and watch all videos. I want you to practice 50 to 100 MCQs, identify the ones that you've done wrong. For the wrong ones, yes, go back to the videos, especially if it's an application error. And if required, maybe selectively go back to your notes as well.
Okay, quick. Even after 2 revisions, sir, my GT score is less. How do I improve it further? I would strongly recommend, Abu, that you use the DAMS grand test. After the GT, you will find a video solution for your mistakes. It is critical to see that. Second thing is, if you are still having 100 and 110 correct, you need to work on your weak topics. Use the Cortex AI tool in your back to basics so that you know the summary of those things.
I want to highlight, I did talk about this in my course strategy session as well. Please understand, if your number of correct questions is less than 125 beta, you need to work on your content. Only solving a lot of GTs will not really push up your score. You will see that you are plateauing. So anyone at less than 125 correct, please focus on your theory. Don't down-regard it. Don't think you will do only PYQs. You will give GT every alternate day. It won't pull up your score. बच्चे आप plateau कर जाओगे. So थोड़ा सा content पे काम करना पड़ेगा.
And एक बच्चा कह रहा है how to study fastly within the targeted time. Use the Pomodoro technique. Use an alarm clock and a reading room approach. Go to a reading room, put the alarm clock 45 minutes, study for 45 minutes, 5-10 minutes break, keep sitting there only another 45 minutes. So more focused study would help you to cover more ground. एक बच्चा बार बार पूछ रहा है, मैं उसका क्वेरी ले रहा हूँ कि सर मेरे कई सब्जेक्ट रह गए, मैं उनका LRR भी नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, तो फिर DVT कर ले, खाली मत चाहिए। My only advice to all of you is that don't go for any subject nil. At least do DVT, because
and in fact, if you go to my course strategy, that is what I said कि first cycle हम LRR का लगाते हैं, 15 से 20 दिन में खत्म करते हैं, and then anyways I have asked you to stick to DVT. Right? So for any subject where you feel it's too volatile for you, you're not able to do the coverage, अच्छा होगा कि आप DBT की multiple reading लगा लो, because that has like the most high yielding things, most probable things. It also covers your PYQs and PYTs. Okay.
And also I've seen many students have this issue on, okay, sir, I know theory, but when I solve MCQs, I feel doubts. And if you are right now in a formative stage for the 2026 NEET PG exam, or you're starting your study for the November NEET paper, I would strongly recommend test and discussion course.
Yes.
Because the problem with students I've seen is that many people know, but they don't know how to apply. And to apply, you need, so one of the course which has given maximum toppers from DAMS has been our NEET PG TND course.
Yes.
So my favorite course on the app for beginning would be the Ultimate Live course, where you get every day a teacher to talk to.
I will tell you another thing.
And in the world where faculty, remember in the colleges nowadays, you read it in the newspaper also, that the faculty is scarce. So if you get a teacher every single day on your app, it is the game changer if you're beginning. But once you've done your syllabus, then TND.
Sushant is asking, ma'am, I have taken the OG last push. ऑल द बेस्ट ओजी के लिए। वो पूछ रहा है मैम 20 आउट ऑफ 25 आ सकते हैं क्या? 25 out of 25 आ सकते हैं. That's a promise, Sushant. That's a very high yielding book. उसमें मेरा मतलब मेरी जान लगी है. It's very close to my heart and it covers in a beautiful way. There are tables to compare. There are images. There are even concepts in that book that I've given as bulleted points. I've given even your PYQs as bulleted points. So सब कुछ मिलेगा. Go out for 25 out of 25, not 20. Okay?
अच्छा, एक बच्चे कहते हैं पढ़ने के लिए कोशिश तो करता हूँ लेकिन सिलेबस देख के मैं डाउन हो जाता हूँ, छोड़ देता हूँ. So instead of looking at the full syllabus, Kunal, my advice to you is one day at a time, one target at a time. If you can change your mindset into the mindset that we are all meant to be, we are not meant to live in future, we are meant to live in present. अगर मैं सोचूं मुझे पूरा नहीं करना, मुझे आज ये करना है बस, इसके आगे अपने आप को देखने भी मत दे, खत्म कर अगले दिन. One day at a time, one day at a time, you will be able to do it.
All right, so let's quickly see. The chat is moving very fast. Sir, is 130 enough in CBT to get 500 rank? Jitik, I would say 130 is not a bad score, but but I want you to go beyond 145 for sure. If you want to be in the top ranks, ठीक है, 130 clutter zone है बेटा जी. 130 और इनफैक्ट 125 और 140 के बीच में बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं. आपको किसी तरह से अपने आप को पुश करके उस मार्क से बाहर निकलना है, बिकॉज उसमें ना इवन एट वन रैंक यू विल हैव मेनी स्टूडेंट्स. सो 145 जरूर पहले टारगेट करो, और उससे पहले जैसे मैंने बोला था फिर 140 150 क्रॉस करेंगे, बिकॉज उसके बाद एक एक मार्क भी आपको काफी आगे ले जाता है, राइट?
Okay, let us take some quick queries, sir. I am at 110 correct, GT भी कर रहा हूँ और LRR कर रहा हूँ बीच में. Perfect. I think Yogi, that sounds like a good strategy.
Yes, and do the wrong diary, बेटा योगी, please उसको करो ताकि ये स्कोर आगे बढ़े बच्चे.
Okay, एक बच्चा कह रहा है कि सर if I focus on DVT more, I will be missing out on main notes. बेटा देखो, कुछ पाओगे कुछ तो कहोगे, सब तो
नहीं, मैं बता रही हूँ how to keep both of them in parallel. That is why I made the combination of LRR and DVT.
Yes.
LRR is like the muslin cloth where I've put the main notes and I've taken out the key ingredients from it, right? So do LRR and DVT. Go through my core strategy video on YouTube. It's called as the core strategy for final 2 months. उसमें ये सब explain किया है बच्चे, उसको सुनो और follow करो.
जो रिमेनिंग टाइम है एनफ है, अभी बहुत टाइम है, अपन गेम बदल सकते हैं. एक बच्चा पूछ रहा है सो जो अगले डैम्स की सीबीटी है, सो आई वांट टू रिमाइंड द लिसनर्स दैट वी विल बी कंडक्टिंग 2 सीबीटीज इन द मंथ ऑफ मे, which will be conducted in designated computer centers all over India, just like the real exam. There is no other exam which simulates the exam environment, exam quality, everything put together, made by the faculty, and then the video solutions will be made by the faculty available for you after for the review. So please make a point to attend those tests. It will be the game changer for your anxiety. जैसे ना एक बच्चे ने जो पूछा मानसी ने कि सर भी सीबीटी दूंगी तो नीट पीजी की जैसा लगना चाहिए, वैसे ही सोच के जाना. You have to give the CBT like NEET PG so that the NEET PG feels like CBT.
Okay, I think we're getting similar queries now. For example, Divanshi on the app is asking, ma'am, it's very difficult to go back to a subject to revise. How do I revise? So that is why you will hear me saying the same thing. If you have done the subject once from your main notes and you find it difficult to go back and revise, दो तरीके हैं. One, पूरा revise करना है तो LRR करेंगे because that's a shorter version. Second तरीका, wrong diary. Instead of saying I'll do entire physio again, can we first target on the MCQs that you have done wrong in physio, in CBT, in your grand test, and focus on those topics first. So LRR plus wrong diary will help you go back to your subjects in a very stipulated time so that you bring up your score.
Okay, and एक मैं फटाफट से कुछ क्वेश्चन ले लेता हूँ. सर, आई हैव नॉट डन एलआरआर, क्या मैं मेन नोट्स और डीवीटी कंबाइन कर सकते हैं? यस बेटा, यू कैन डू दैट. इट्स अ गुड आइडिया, देयर इज नो हार्म, बट इफ यू यूज एलआरआर यू विल फाइंड कि वी हैव डन द सेम थिंग. आपके
मेन नोट्स का ही है एलआरआर. इनफैक्ट आप जल्दी कर पाओगे बेटा जी, एंड एंड में तो डीवीटी ही करना है. Somebody is asking, Divya is asking, ma'am, can I attend the CBT from home because I'm not able to go to a center? Yes.
But if there is a center nearby and you procrastinating, that is a mistake.
But if नहीं है, then yes, you can give it on the app as well.
Because I have seen children travel 200, 300 kilometers to attend a DAMS class face to face. I've seen people travel up and down, live in hostels. So you have to stretch a little bit. Okay, CBT is an opportunity. It is an opportunity to give the exam before the main exam. it will kill your anxiety. Exam वाले दिन डर ही नहीं लगेगा. You will feel like the real paper. Okay. So I think we have taken most of the queries.
Yeah.
And our request to all of you is that if you are joining now, many of your queries that we are already seeing now, we have already answered in the beginning of the video. We'll request you to go back to this, and in the next, I think another 5-10 days, we'll do another.
Yeah, we will keep doing the AMA sessions. What we will do is कि 3-4 दिन हम आपको बताएंगे क्या करना है, and then you start following it, and then you have queries. After that, every cyclically after 3-4 sessions, we will do a AMA session now, because I think you really want to be heard and you want solutions. So yes, we will be there for you.
And also, I wanted to tell you that many people may not be aware of this unique feature on DAMS is now you can book a one-on-one with the teacher on the app itself. I saw one of the bachas asking the chat box, sir, I want personally to ask teachers. So that part also we have taken care of. You just need to go to the event section, click on the button.
You know what I would
suggest a time slot and talk to the teacher for around 25-30 minutes and ask your doubts.
So for example, let's say medicine week है, तो मैं क्या करूँगी? पहले पढ़ती रहूँगी. I will accumulate my doubts. Let's say I have 10-15 doubts. I will book a one-on-one session with our medicine faculty where they will be answering only to you. Okay, only to you live. आपको जो पूछना है आप पूछो, चाहे उसका why पूछो, चाहे mechanism पूछो, चाहे drug पूछो, चाहे update
I'll show it to you. Many of you, when you go to the event section, you will see this one-on-one. So suppose I click on.
Okay, do you all have a lot of OG doubts? I
when you click on it, you can see the time slots that the teachers. So teachers are working very hard now, that in between their busy clinical OPDs and days, whenever they have free time, they give us the time, and that is allotted here. You can book a slot, talk to them, and personalize your query solving.
I haven't kept my session, but if you do have OG doubts, do let me know. I will be available on the one-on-one session as well.
You have to put at least 100 comments on Madam's Telegram channel to make that happen.
Yeah, because you have to really request me कि ma'am, we need a one-on-one session, तो मैं अपने slots भी दे दूँगी.
So that's the DAMS OPD now. So what we have now done is, we are very proud to say that we are the only academy where we are omni-channel in true sense of the word. There is a recorded course available called as Back to Basics, which is powered by AI called as Cortex AI. There is a live course on the app called as Ultimate Live. There are face-to-face centers all over India. We are the largest chain of face-to-face classes in the country today. We are teaching medical, dental, nursing graduates. We have a one-on-one segment in the event section. And I'm very proud of all of this.
Okay,
because we are catering to every need of the children.
Jinuk, absolutely yes. You can come up provided you do the right content. So if you're talking especially about the INI-CT, I have, and sir has told you,
Mission INI-CT.
Mission INI plus INI PYQ ka baap plus your wrong diary, right? That should help, and predictor series to give you a good flow with the faculty. Okay.
एक बच्चे ने पूछा how to do space revision. So I think we'll keep one special session only on your query. And I have to take two queries.
Okay, tomorrow we will do the session on how to do spaced revision.
Spaced revision tomorrow. एक बच्चा first year है, एक third year है, second year है. I just wanted to tell these queries to them very fast because they feel left out otherwise. But on DAMS platform, there is a special course of first year MBBS. There is a special course for second year MBBS. These are recorded courses with a weekly session live where you can ask your doubts. In third year, most of the children, they would join either a face-to-face course for 2 years or ultimate live course for 2 years. So Arshadari, that I hope that solves your query.
Okay, I think so. This is going to be it for today. Tomorrow, we will be doing a special transform session on how to do spaced revisions. Right, because we do see that query coming up, and as I said, after every 3-4 sessions, we will do one AMA session per week at least. Okay, every week we will do one AMA session with all of you. Okay,
and we wish you all the best. I am happy that you all enjoyed DVT. We conducted DVT this time in 6 cities, and we were very excited to meet, and we were very happy with the response that we got. We will be doing DVT again face-to-face next year in 6 cities minimum, probably more. Do let us know if you want us to come to your city with DVT on our Telegram channel to help us plan for this next year as well. Wish you all the best. Keep rocking, and see you tomorrow 10 a.m. in the Daily Transform series.
Take care, everyone. Have a great day ahead.
Cortex AI, new groundbreaking feature on DAMS-eMedicoz app. Vision of our founders to bring meaningful impact in medical education by the doctors for the doctors. AI bringing automatic timestamps for easy navigation in the Back to Basics lectures. Click on Cortex AI icon to automatic lecture summaries and key points. AI predictive test on each lecture. AI-generated performance guidance reports for DAMS QBank and test series. Making you an AI-driven superpower.